In a shocking turn of events that has rocked the Formula One paddock, Ferrari has suffered a catastrophic double disqualification from the Chinese Grand Prix. Both Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc have been removed from the final classification after their cars failed post-race technical inspections. This devastating blow comes after what was already a challenging race day for the Italian team in Shanghai, and has major implications for both the drivers and constructors championships. What exactly happened with Ferrari's cars? Why were they disqualified? And how does this reshape the championship standings after just 3 races? Let's break down this developing story. 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton, who had shown promising form by winning Saturday's sprint race, has been stripped of his 6th place finish after FIA scrutineers discovered his car's rear skid block was below the mandatory thickness required by the technical regulations. According to the official report, Hamilton's skid plate measured just 8.6 millimeters on the left-hand side, 8.6 millimeters at the car center line, and a mere 8.5 millimeters on the right-hand side, all falling short of the required 9 millimeter minimum thickness specified in Article 3.5.9 of the technical regulations. During the subsequent stewards hearing, Ferrari representatives acknowledged the measurement was correct and confirmed that all inspection procedures had been properly conducted. The team admitted there were no mitigating circumstances and characterized the violation as a genuine team error. As is standard for such technical infringements, the stewards had no choice but to apply the mandatory penalty of disqualification. Making matters worse for the Maranello squad, Charles Leclerc was also disqualified from his 5th place finish after his SF25 was found to be 1 kilogram under the minimum weight requirement set out in the technical regulations. Like Hamilton, Leclerc, and a Ferrari representative were summoned to meet with the stewards following the technical delegates' report, resulting in the same outcome: disqualification from the race results. These disqualifications represent a nightmare scenario for Ferrari, who not only lose valuable points in both championships, but also face serious questions about their quality control and technical compliance processes. After a promising start to their 2025 campaign, the team now finds itself on the back foot following this embarrassing double failure. Ferrari wasn't the only team to face the stewards' wrath. Alpine's Pierre Gasly was also disqualified for the same weight-related violation as Leclerc, dealing another blow to the struggling and Stone outfit, who remained the only team yet to score points in the 2025 season. The series of disqualifications has significantly reshuffled the final classification. Haas driver Esteban Ocon, who originally finished 7th, has been promoted to 5th place. Mercedes rookie Kimi Antonelli moves up to 6th, while Williams duo Alex Albon and Oliver Behrman are now classified 7th and 8th respectively. Aston Martin's Lance Stroll and Williams' Carlos Sainz have also benefited, moving into the points-paying positions by being promoted to 9th and 10th. This incident marks the latest chapter in what has been a challenging introduction to Ferrari for Hamilton. After his surprising sprint victory on Saturday, which showed glimpses of the potential in the Ferrari-Hamilton partnership, Sunday's race had already proven difficult. The British driver made contact with teammate Leclerc on the opening lap and subsequently struggled to match the pace of the McLarens and Red Bull of Max Verstappen ahead. Ferrari team principal Frederic Vasseur will now face tough questions about how such fundamental technical violations could occur at a team of Ferrari's stature and resources. The Italian squad has invested heavily in their 2025 campaign, with Hamilton's high-profile signing intended to help return the team to championship winning form. As we look ahead to the next round of the championship, Ferrari now faces the dual challenge of recovering from this technical setback, while also addressing the performance issues that left them trailing McLaren and Red Bull on race day in China even before the disqualifications. What do you think about Ferrari's double disqualification? Could this be a turning point in their season? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more Formula One news and analysis. Ferrari has been making major waves after their impressive showing in the preseason testing, with many experts now claiming the Maranello team has the machinery to challenge for both championships. The addition of Lewis Hamilton alongside Charles Leclerc has created what might be the strongest driver lineup on the grid, sending shockwaves through the paddock. But is the SF25 truly the championship caliber car that Ferrari fans have been desperately waiting for? The signs are certainly promising. During Ferrari's shakedown in Fiorano, both Leclerc and Hamilton reported positive initial impressions of the car. Leclerc completed his morning session with a visibly upbeat demeanor, while Hamilton later took to the track for his first official laps in Ferrari red. The 7-time world champion didn't hold back his enthusiasm, calling his first few weeks at Ferrari absolutely incredible and stating he's even more energized after seeing the team's passion and dedication firsthand. What makes the SF25 so different? For starters, Ferrari has completely reimagined their 2025 Challenger, with technical director Enrico Cardilli revealing a staggering 99% of the car has been changed compared to last year's model. The most visible modification is the adoption of a pull rod front suspension, a design philosophy previously used successfully by both Red Bull and McLaren. This significant architectural shift aims to maximize performance and put the car in a more optimal operating window, something Ferrari struggled with last season. Fred Vasseur, Ferrari's team principal, has maintained a cautiously optimistic tone when addressing the preseason testing results from Bahrain, where the team seemed to struggle with balance issues. Vasseur emphasized that the desert conditions were quite odd and not representative of what they'll face at most races. This year we will go from the 10 to 15 degrees we found on the track here to the 45 degrees we will have in Australia, so it could be that in Melbourne it will be a completely different story, he explained. The team's simulator data suggests Ferrari has gained approximately half a second over the winner, comparable to what McLaren has achieved. This puts them firmly in contention, at least on paper. But perhaps most encouragingly, engineers report that both Hamilton and Leclerc have remarkably similar driving styles and feedback, preferring a decisive front end that favors corner entry. This alignment could be crucial for development direction and setup optimization. McLaren remains the primary threat, with their innovative anti-dive front suspension and new chassis looking formidable in testing. Red Bull, meanwhile, appears to be on the back foot, desperately lobbying the FIA about flexi wings rather than solving their issues internally, a sign of a team losing confidence in their package. The first signs from Melbourne will be telling. Ferrari has reportedly been sandbagging during testing, deliberately hiding their true performance potential. If this is true, we could see the prancing horse galloping to victory from the season opener. With Hamilton seeking a record-breaking 8th title and Leclerc hungry for his first championship, the motivation within Maranello couldn't be higher. The question now isn't whether Ferrari can win races, it's whether they can maintain the consistency and strategic execution needed to take the fight all the way to Abu Dhabi. After years of false dawns and missed opportunities, could 2025 finally be the year Ferrari returns to the top of Formula One? The countdown to Melbourne has never felt more exciting. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Fred Vasseur has just made a crucial decision regarding Lewis Hamilton's concerning team radio communication in Australia. This move could completely transform the 7-time champion's adaptation process at Ferrari, potentially defining his entire 2025 campaign. The communication breakdown between Hamilton and his race engineer exposed serious issues that need immediate attention before the Chinese Grand Prix. What exactly went wrong during those crucial exchanges? What solution has Vasseur implemented? And most importantly, will these changes help Hamilton find his rhythm at Ferrari? I'll break down all the essential details you need to know about this developing situation.